Hi, I'm Nodvora and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be ranking Fallout characters by how likely they are to ruin my birthday. This one's a pretty simple premise and not as many ground rules as our Jason Voorhees video. As it sounds, if I was hosting a birthday party and these Fallout characters rocked up, we're going to rank if they'd make or break the night. Let's get straight into the breakdown of our tiers, with the first and bottom being the Get Out tier. The bottom tier gets its name from that one scene in the trailers from Jordan Peele's 2017 horror classic Get Out. We all know the scene, the one where that guy with a hat runs at the main character yelling, "Get out." If you fall in this tier, you can expect to get that reception from either myself or another guest at the party. Moving up, the next tier is, "Hey, I'm trying to eat cake here," named after Simpsons character McGonagall's famous line after he gets that little kid killed.
"Well, McGonagall, Billy is dead. They slit his throat from ear to ear."
"Hey, I'm trying to eat lunch here."
If you fall here, you might not overtly have done anything wrong to ruin the party, but your presence alone makes it hard to enjoy the cake. Our next tier starts delving more into the tolerable occupants and is called the "Thanks for coming, let's do it again sometime" tier. And it's for people who came, you aren't great friends with, but they held their own and you actually had a good time with them. At the time, you truly believe that you're going to catch up with them again, so you say we'll plan something soon, but you never actually follow up on it. Overall, they're good, but not great value. Our second to top tier for this video is going to be named after Fallout 3 partygoer Amada. While she is good value and will provide good times and make it a good night, you're still going to blow her off when your dad offers to give you a gun with his mate Jonas. If you're in this tier, you're always on the invite list and you're always great value, but you're never the best on ground. And of course our top tier, and for those who are always first on the invite list, named after everyone's favourite Fallout character, Lionel Richie, it's the All Night Long tier. This one's pretty obvious because this tier got that name because you want these people to stay all night long, and they're usually down for it too. I'm glad we're all on the same page now, so let's get to our list. The one fiend who gets shot in the Fallout New Vegas opening. I know what you're thinking, but before you click off the video in disappointment, you have to hear me out. This guy doesn't really get a chance to prove himself in New Vegas, but we do know two things about him. One, he's a fiend, so chances are he has a drug problem, which I'm not condoning, but if he were to rock up to the party, he might at least be a good time before his come down. Two, he's trying to get into New Vegas, so at the very least he does want to party and is seeking it out, so you'd assume he wouldn't be a downer. The points going against this guy though is he's actually part of a raider gang, and he looks like he wants to shoot someone in the 2 seconds we do see of him, so this one's going to be a tough one. I suppose the main thing that doesn't really work for this fiend is that he's dead at this point in the timeline, but if he were alive, we'll put him in the "thanks for coming, let's do it again sometime" category, as he might give you a couple laughs early on. Butch. Butch unfortunately is going to be a victim of first impression. This arsehole is the type of guy to come to your own party, talk shit to you all night, and then demand you hand over your sweet roll to him. It probably doesn't help that if you were to retaliate to his behaviour, he'd end up beating you up like he does to the Lone Wanderer. I don't think this one's going to be a surprise to anyone, but Butch is a little arsehole is the first person in our Get Out tier. The Master. Ah yes, the Master. Central antagonist of Fallout 1, and if you're wondering why one of the tiers was on the list, here's your answer. The Master, formerly a human scientist, was mutated by the fourth evolutionary virus to become this disgusting looking thing. Just looking him up, his description online reads, "His physical form is a grotesque mass of flesh and electronic parts, and his voice is a computer generated blend of many samples." Now you'd be lying if you said to be in the mood to eat cake while looking at this guy, so for that reason, he goes in the "Hey, I'm trying to eat cake here" category. Ted Mosby. What the hell is Ted Mosby doing in a Fallout character list, I hear you ponder? And if that's what you're asking, I say to you, welcome to the channel, where anything can happen and I don't even follow my own rules. I feel like Ted falls victim to inconsistent writing throughout How I Met Your Mother's 9-season run. If we're talking about the Ted from the Van Smoot party, where he's being pretentious, then of course he's going in one of the lower tiers. But I think Ted has enough stories, similar to the Liberty Bell, the pineapple incident, and that time he picks up a girl in a dress, where I'd say it'd be a good time and make the night quite enjoyable. For that, Ted goes in the Amada tier. A Deathclaw. A Deathclaw is an interesting one, and not because of the tier list, because obviously it's clearly going in the Get Out tier. But the reason this one's interesting and what I want to know is, how did the Deathclaw receive the invite to the party?
Because there's no post on Sundays.
How did it RSVP? How did it actually find the address as well? So many questions raised here, but for the sake of brevity, let's just assume it's potlucked and stumbled into the party. In that case, and seeing as we're talking about a wild animal and not that smart one in Fallout 2 that wears the hood, this thing is vicious and it would absolutely kill everyone inside immediately, so I have no other option than to put it in the Get Out category. Walton Goggins. Have you seen this guy's photos at the Met Gala? He looks fucking crazy. I don't know anything about Walton Goggins, nor do I really feel the need to, but anyone who can pull off a hairline that looks like it's running for the hills faster than I can say Starfield isn't that bad is okay in my books. What you need to get this guy is some minoxidil and some finasteride, but most importantly, send him an invite to the party, because he's going in the all night long tier. And for those disappointed I'm talking about Walton Goggins the actor and not his Fallout character, that man is the Vault Boy, so the result remains the same. James. Father of the year right here. Runs out on his kid trying to save the world, and when you finally find him, after 30 years, with the only memory you have of him is giving you a hug and telling you he loves you, but he needs to go get the milk, he looks you dead in the eye and says, "Brandon, what happened to you? You used to have a bright future, now you make YouTube videos with less than 1,000 people watching. You're wasting your life." Well, guess what, Dad? I'm happy. Is that okay with you? I'm happy. Sorry about that. James is alright, I guess. He gets you a gun, he sounds like Liam Neeson. Let's put him in there. Thanks for coming. We'll do it again sometime, tier. Mortimer. I really don't know much about Mortimer at all, other than the fact he's part of that White Glove quest in New Vegas, which is actually quite good. He seems nice enough on face value, but he's a general creep, and I guess he's got that whole cannibal thing going for him. In all fairness, I would be able to forgive his creepiness, and his cannibalism, and the murdering of people, but what I will not forgive is that when I try to grow out a moustache, it looks exactly like this guy's, so for that, he's going in the Get Out tier. The Brotherhood of Steel Soldier who looks at the camera at the start of Fallout 3. This bloke had one job and he absolutely sets the scene. Don't tell me that every time you start up Fallout 3 and the camera pans out and this bloke stares right into your soul, your jeans don't get a little bit tight. Now if this soldier can do that with nothing but a stare and a couple seconds camera time, imagine how good he would make a party, mingling with folks, cracking jokes, high fives, shaking hands, the whole shebang. However, admittedly this is all based on a preconceived notion of this guy with no basis at all other than the comedic value for this video, so for that, he's going in the tier Armada. Nothing. What's the matter with you? Benny. Probably going to blur the lines too much between character and voice actor, and if you didn't know, Benny is voiced by Matthew Perry, who we all know as Chandler from Friends. Have any of you seen that interview where Matthew Perry's on Ellen DeGeneres and he randomly gives her a copy of Fallout 3 and the crowd's continuously cheering like they know what the hell he's talking about?
And yeah.
Do you know the game? They don't.
And then Ellen's awkwardly bumbling around like she gives a shit. It's too good for Ellen. He did a great job as Benny, even though his performance was criticised for being a little wooden at the time, but I'm sure he'd make great value at a party, up until the point he backstabs you. For that reason, and because I struggle to hold a grudge, he's going in the all night long tier, and Ellen DeGeneres is going in the Get Out tier. Andy. Who? Who's Andy, you might be asking at this point? You might know him by his other name, that incompetent robot who ruined the Lone Wanderer's cake.
You're goddamn right.
Andy had one damn job, and that was to cut the cake into perfect slices so everyone could enjoy a nice slice, to take away from the misery of the vault. Instead, this dickhead gets his goddamn buzzsaw out and destroys the entire thing, which leaves Butch to being hungry, demanding our sweet roll, which in turn gets us beaten up on our birthday. Our father becomes so ashamed of us he leaves the vault. Our character then kills Armada's dad while he's escaping the vault to follow our father. Then we arrive at Megaton, and then we decide to blow that up, continue our search where we find our dad, who's been turned into a dog by a crazy German doctor. We save him, only to lose him again at the hands of a heroic sacrifice to stop the Enclave, and then to backstab our own father by spiking his project with FEV, all because the President of the goddamn United States told us to. Andy single-handedly is responsible for the events of Fallout 3, and for that, he gets himself put in the Get Out tier. Harold. Good old Harold, spanning across multiple Fallout games only to be worshipped like a god by the time we meet him in the third game. He's a great guy, he means no harm, and he only wants to be put out of his misery. It's a pity this great guy is a disgusting looking tree man who has more gum than Harvey Dent in the Dark Knight scene where his Two-Face face gets revealed. Say what you want about the character, I definitely don't want to eat cake while I'm looking at him, so he goes in the hey, I'm trying to eat cake here tier. Yes man. Now it's a goddamn party. Yes man is programmed to say yes to anything. Beer bong, yes. Staying up till 5 AM, check. Doing a Macca's run, and that's McDonald's for you American viewers, when you get hungry, you bet. Anything you can ask for this guy will do because he literally can't say no. Singing Jumper by Third Eye Blind to save a man from jumping off a building, that's the wrong yes man, but you better believe this one will do it too if you ask. Yes Man is the ultimate man, and without a doubt goes into the all night long tier, and I won't hear anything else. That's going to wrap up our definitive tier list of how Fallout characters and Ted Mosby would fare at a party. Please let me know your opinions in the comments, and let me know where you think Captain Ironsides from Fallout 4, as well as that guy who wears a moon mask in the Outer Worlds. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel as we cover all genres in games in our not so serious recap series Too Long Didn't Play, and make tier lists based on those games too. Make sure if you have the time to check out my Fallout 3 Too Long Didn't Play episode, because a lot of work went into that. But until next time, I've been Nodvoro, this has been the most absurd video I've done yet, and you've been great.